Hello, hello, hello. How are you? This is Tony Burris checking in with you and with my weekly post. I just wanted to say, God bless you. Hopefully, all is going well. What I want to talk a quick moment about is adversity. Adversity is going to come and go in your life. Sometimes things are going to have flow. That's where thought and opportunity meet each other, and you feel good about it. It's important to feel good about your situation, even when you're thrown that occasionally curveball and everything. So this weekend was kind of a tough weekend. We had a service, a homegoing service for my brother James. Just wanted to, put this in a plug as, we go before you, and hopefully, if you've experienced any loss at this time, that God watches over you as you go through the process. But anyway, we had some, we've been over in Japan. It's been going great. Things have, yeah, we even planning. We're like about 40 days, maybe a little bit less probably right now, about 40 days away from leaving to go back to the States. I think 37. And we had planned out where we're going to stay, everything up until all the way into 2025. However, anything about a plan, God always laughs because, you got a plan, okay. Yeah, well, go ahead. I got your back. So, and that's the most important thing. So, a piece of the plan did not go as according to plan, but we have to still execute the plan, if that makes sense. So, let's say you, in an example, you plan on going back to school. You got everything worked out with your family, blah, blah, blah. We're going to do this, and this is how we're going to do it. This is how we're going to maintain our lifestyle while I go back to school, hypothetically, in this situation. So you got it all planned. You've been planning it from 6 months back. We're going to do this, and it gets about a month before you go into school, and now you could have a job loss, or you could have somebody gets sick or something like that, and then you got, oh man, we can't go to school right now because of that. But like adversity comes, and adversity is not here to take away from you, but to strengthen something that you may be going, that could help you later on. And sometimes we can still press through and still get it done. So, but adversity is not meant to deter you, but to encourage you. That you just got to keep working on the plan. If you got to make adjustments, make them, and keep going. Because we're stronger together than we are apart. I'll say that. So, and include, if you're a religious person, include God in your plan is very, very, very important, because that's something that I count on. That's the thing that helps to keep me grounded and helps to keep me going, because in your head and your heart you may not be so supportive even of your own vision, because of you may have been doing it for a while. It may be a long shot. It may be something that you could quite possibly it may enhance your life, and it may be a blessing for you, but quite frankly, everybody's not going to be happy about your blessings. I can say that too. But anyway, as we move forward and we're talking about adversity, and on the other side of adversity, there will be a seed of equal benefit, as said by Napoleon Hill, because adversity is not meant, in my humble opinion, to work against me. It's meant to strengthen me. And so as I experience these setbacks, they're just a setup for something better, and that's where I'm approaching this. Because if I look at it as a setback, then I'm a setback, and then I'm going to assault my own plan and saying, oh, no, we should have did that. Oh, I wish we would have did that, or wish we would have did that. That's all okay. And in sports, they call that the Monday morning quarterback. Like they see the game on Sunday. Well, if he would have thrown it to the wide receiver going up on the left side, or going across the middle, instead of throwing it to the running back and get sacked or something like that, yeah, we would have won the game. Yeah, that's all well and good. on Monday morning when you're going over it, and I'm quite sure that man that's out there running around and trying to make these split seconds decisions wants the best outcome. I'm quite sure no one wants to lose. No one wants to come up short. The amazing thing that I take away from sports, not like sports, is that everybody plan on winning. They have a strategy like, oh, we're gonna go out here and lose this game this week, and that's gonna be it. Or I'm just going to work and I'm gonna sacrifice 70% of my time so you can give me 20% of what I rightfully deserve. No one wants that, but it's a reality and what we're dealing with in life. So with that being said, they're all just situations. They're all just circumstances. And circumstances, the cool thing about circumstances, they are going to change. Sometimes they're going to change in your favor, and sometimes they're not. So the next time or anything that you're going through, that you're experiencing any adversity, any wrinkles in your plan, let's say, don't worry, just keep going. Pick it up, keep going, because it's all about attitude. It's all about attitude. I read this report many years ago, or maybe it was a story about attitude. Attitude is better than ability, and the story goes like this. Let's say you have two people, and I'm a sports person, so I'm going to use that analogy. But let's call it anything. Let's say you have two employees, or you have two people that you're working with or working for. Okay, one has all the accolades. They have the master's speech. They got all the paperwork. They got all the letters behind their name. But working with them is a bit of a challenge because they're so analytical and detailed that they allow no grace for anything to go other than the way they had planned it. And so, while they're on paper, they're the most successful. That person, let's say that's person A, is who could be in charge at a particular place, job, or situation. Hypothetically. Okay, so we're just saying that as an example. Okay, that's person A. That's one. Person B may not be as articulate about doing about his verbiage, his or her verbiage. They may not be as articulate about what maybe they're not as polished. Let's say they don't have all the bells and whistles. However, they work with you. They give you. They work with you on any level. They don't come in there and belittle you. They come in there and they build you up. They come in there and support you. They come in there and be like, "Wow, man, I didn't know that was going on. Let's work on a solution. Yeah, take next Wednesday off. If you got to check on your son or daughter, or you got to take your mother or your dad somewhere, or you got to check on a relative. So I'm just saying that the attitude over ability sometimes is very prevalent and very good to associate yourself with. They're both important. Person A got all the skill sets, credentials, and everything, but the person B is an easy person to work with. And you kind of like and it depends on what's important to you. You may like, hey, I like order. I like to be held accountable. I need somebody strict. I need somebody hardcore, and I don't need anybody that's going to be kind of and quote unquote easy to push over, manipulate. Because at the end of the day, they're both relevant. They're both relevant, and here's why they're relevant is because if you take an approach and you have person A that's very analytical, very detailed, very everything, and they have no compassion for people, places, or situations, then they're going to be pretty tough on you as long as you're doing it their way, as long as everything's lined up with you. Now, person B could be more of a let's call it a people person. Let's call it someone that you could see yourself, having dinner with, and you wouldn't mind hanging out with after work or in another setting. So they're both good in there, and maybe you might want to blend the both, and this thing about adversity, there's going to be a seed of equal benefit on the other side. And sometimes when you come down to, excuse me, having choices, what makes the most sense. So, and adversity is going to come, and so that's what I was leading off. And so when adversity comes, just put on your big boy or big girl pants and go ahead and handle it. Because it will handle you if you do not. So, and here's the thing, in this grand scheme of thing, in quote unquote the universe, God's plan for me is truly to be successful. I think whatever you're going through is meant for you to be successful if you want it, if you're willing to do the work. So don't allow adversity to stifle your progress, because we can get stymied with just one part of it just not going the way we planned. So when something kind of gets in the way of the plan, or you have to go around it, then you just go around it, but you keep moving forward. Because here's the thing: in the progression of a plan, it's a starting point at some time. Whether it was last year, you could have been working on it for years. And it's been grinding, a little bit at a time. Let's go back to the school example. You're taking classes, you're doing this. Now let's say you don't take a full load and take 6 or 8 credits or whatever and so you take 2 credits or 3 credits, something that's more conducive to your schedule, but it's going to take you twice as long to finish. But if you look at it, let's say one is a 2-year plan, one is a 4 to 6 year plan. Now, the thing with the timing is, that's one thing I can't control. You can't control. No one can control time. Time is things I must experience. 4 things I must experience, or things I must earn. So as we walk through this time construct, and we're dealing with these situations one at a time, I need to understand that I can't control that. And as we build on these, when we have these situations come about, let's say it's like the 2-year plan, boom, I'm going here and knock it out. In 3 years, I'm top of my field in 4 or 5, and I'm just doing the dang thing. So, that's one scenario. Or the other scenario is the long term, the 4 to 6. So what is your plan then? And, the thing about it is, plan and a vision has to have has to be written, has to be realistic, time framed, and have some goals that you want to achieve. And you got this 4 to 6 year plan. However, at some point in that plan, you may venture down the road of maybe it's time to just surrender the plan and just, hey, go back and just do what I'm doing and look at my life from a lens of if I woulda, coulda, shoulda, perhaps, or whatever. So the point I'm making here, if you're on that 4 to 6 year plan, whatever that is, it's taking you the longer way, don't ever quit, don't ever give up, keep going. Don't allow adversity to be the determining factor in what you're about to do. Usually adversity happens because you're about to be successful. You're about to go into an area that that people are just going to sit back, wow, how did you do that? But we always fascinated about people we see on TV and those places, and we're looking at them and say, wow, that he's rocking. He's a rock star. He's top of the game. He's top of whatever industry or whatever. But in a lot of cases, there's for most of us, there can be a lot of sacrifices made to get there, and we don't see that part. We just see the results. So in the adversity realm, just remember that your plan and your vision is for a appointed time and place, and we need you to complete that. We need you to carry that out. And if you need any help or support moving forward, I'm here. My name's Tony B, life coach. Our website is www.allthoughtsmatter.com. My Skype is Coach T Burst, and that's 404-382-0785. Once again, we're here. I am posting these videos. I'm hoping and praying that someday that somehow it'll get in front of enough people to make a difference in their life. I know it's made a difference in mine. And I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. And don't let adversity be your final answer. Don't let adversity turn your dreams and aspirations into a dead end street. Because you are amazing and you can do it. If God has given you the vision, if you've had this thing, this burning desire that you always wanted to be X, Y, and Z, go for it and don't ever quit, because the joy is truly in the journey. So, with that, stay blessed by the best, and you're amazing, and never give up. God has got you. I'll say that, for those who believe. Or if you don't believe, He still got you. So that's a cool thing I like about it. With that, God bless, and bye for now. Once again, Tony Burst, life coach. Our website is www.allthoughtsmatter.com, and our phone number is 404-382-0785, and my Skype ID is Coach T. Burst. Bye for now, and keep being amazing.